in that scene you can tell that the trailer is still on the ground, on the bridge. The drive of the truck are still on the bridge. There is a dent. There is a collapse of the edge of the bridge because of the tractor has penetrated through the barrier. But the trailer is leveled on the ground, on the surface of the bridge. That is going to change very soon. Let us go to the next scene. Before we move to the next scene, you are going to see something here. That is one beam, and that is another beam, vertical beam. The tractor passed through this hole. How did she do that? That is a female driver. She seemed to have made almost a 90-degree turn to come to that position because the trailer is almost 90 degrees seeing from this angle. So the tractor did not hit this beam, it did not hit this beam. Of course the other beam, that beam is too far, that beam goes to the center of the tractor, so she was passing under that beam. And she made a 90-degree turn to exit from that triangle. The next scene, the sun will come out. You are going to see, here you can tell you have a brighter daylight, and you can tell now the tractor is completely airborne, suspended from the bridge. The drive are out of the bridge and the steer is off the bridge. So what is holding the entire weight? This is a 48 long container. From the nose to that point you can say 15 feet long. The rest of the trailer 3 feet long, so the weight is balanced, is almost 1/3. Does it have weight inside? Does it have cargo? I think if it has cargo inside, if it has a lot of weight, it might have pushed it out and it might just have fell off the bridge. That is one assumption. Another assumption is that because of the weight in the cargo, it was able to push down the entire trailer and jam the chassis. Here is the chassis of the trailer. It is jammed against the beam or the edge of the bridge. So that part here broke and seemed like it is jammed under like a wedge in that position, and it held the trailer from running away. But you are going to see from the other angles that there is another mechanism that's holding the weight of that semi-trailer from falling off the bridge. The other mechanism, let us go to another scene. Here you can tell there is a different mechanism that is holding the semi-trailer from falling off the bridge. If you look at carefully, you discover that the weight of the engine and the tractor is about 10,000 pounds, pulling down. Because of there is an angle between the trailer and the tractor, that angle made that vertical weight pulling the trailer in that direction. So the trailer is jammed against that beam because of the tractor is pulling with an angle this way. Because of that jamming balance, the tractor did not escape, did not run away and fell down the water. So the jamming mechanism here is between the chassis is stuck, almost penetrated and cut here, and prevented the entire trailer from running away. And the weight of the engine of the tractor pulling down, jammed it on that direction because of the angle. Look at the angle. Here is the chassis of the tractor, and here is the chassis of the trailer. That angle between the two made the tractor pull the trailer in that direction, jamming it against that vertical beam. That there is no other beam that's holding the container from the trailer from running away. Let us go to the next scene. Here you have a very good image that tell you what are the forces that are holding the semi from being stuck in that position. First, you can see there is a broken edge of the road here. That beam, that steel beam, is wedged under the chassis. This is number one. Number two, the vertical pull by the 10,000 pound engine and the tractor is pulling the trailer in that direction, so preventing it from, if that container, if that trailer roll over this way, it will immediately fall from the bridge. But because of the vertical weight of the tractor, it jammed it against that beam, against that vertical beam. There is no other beam that's holding the trailer from falling. They have only three forces here. A vertical force of the tractor down, a horizontal force that is stabbing the chassis in the front third of the trailer, and a force of that beam that preventing it from rolling over the edge of the bridge. That's a very delicate balance. This is a 48 long trailer. This is Sysco. It's 48. So right here in that spot, this is almost 15 feet from the nose. And from here to the back, about 33 feet long. So that is why you have a very delicate balance. There is no much weight in the back. You only have the tandem. The tandem doesn't weigh a lot. The entire trailer, when it is empty, it is no more than 23,000 pounds. So you have here 23,000, and you have here about 16,000 pounds, and 23,000 pounds, that is if it is empty. I don't think it has a lot of weight inside, otherwise you never know, you cannot really tell. But this total weight is 39,000 pounds, balanced around the third. The only reason that it did not fall from the bridge to the water is because of that angle between the trailer and the tractor. That angle made the tractor pull it in that direction, jamming it against the vertical beam. So it did not roll over, it did not roll in that direction. If it rolled in that direction, it will lose the anchor point with the vertical beam, and it will come down loose to the ground. It is a very strange mechanism. Everything here is depending on the rating. The rating of the element is very great. The Kingpin did a great job. The Kingpin stuck on the fifth wheel, kept the tractor from separating from the trailer. How much rating would that be? Static force alone. Static means if there is no acceleration. The weight of the tractor is about 16,000 pounds, say 7,000 kilograms. If you multiply 7,000 kilograms by the acceleration of the gravity, 9.8 meter per second square, it will give you about almost 70,000 Newton, 70 kilo Newton force, static only. If you add the acceleration when she hit the bridge, that acceleration was taken away from it to cause the damage. But once she dropped, that drop came very smooth, so she almost dropped with gravity. So she did not exceed 70 kilo Newton. That is the force of where the Kingpin was able to keep things together. If you look carefully at the surface, at the edge of the trailer, the edge is very smooth edge, which means the The top of the trailer is stretched, but the bottom of the trailer have to be dented right in here. That dent is the only reason that prevented the entire weight from sliding and falling down. That you have to have a severe dent here in the frame and the bottom of the trailer that stuck on the edge of the bridge. Another thing, if you look at the nose of the trailer and the contour of the tractor, they did not hit anything. She just penetrated through the hole. Everything here was a matter of luck. The angle she entered that hole got stuck on the edge, metal against metal, and there's a vertical beam that prevented her from rolling over.